MSG. Is this flavor booster really dangerous? Picture this. You're sitting in your favorite noodle shop. The bowl arrives, steam rising like a hot spring, and with one slurp, you're in heaven. Then someone leans over and whispers, "Careful, that's MSG." Suddenly, the same soup feels like a crime scene. But is MSG really the villain of the kitchen, or is it just the scapegoat we've all been taught to fear? Let's rewind. MSG stands for monosodium glutamate. Sounds like something you'd find in a chemistry set rather than in your ramen, right? But glutamate is just a fancy word for an amino acid, one of the building blocks of protein, and it naturally exists in foods like tomatoes, cheese, and even breast milk. Yup, babies are guzzling MSG in their first meals, and nobody's writing horror stories about that. So, where did all this fear start? Back in 1969, a letter appeared in a medical journal. The writer claimed that after eating Chinese food, he experienced headaches, dizziness, and heart palpitations. The media went wild with this so-called Chinese restaurant syndrome. Never mind that the poor guy also drank alcohol with his meal, and the portion sizes might have been big enough to feed a small army. Nope, MSG was crowned the culprit. The idea spread faster than cat videos on the internet. Since then, MSG has been blamed for every symptom under the sun. Headaches, chest tightness, sweating, numbness. Even my cousin's neighbor's dog looked at me funny after I ate it. But here's the kicker. Countless scientific studies have tried to prove MSG is dangerous, and the results keep coming back like a bad sequel. No solid evidence. Most double-blind studies, where people didn't know if they were eating MSG or not, showed that symptoms often disappeared once the placebo effect kicked in. In other words, it might be the power of suggestion more than the power of seasoning. Still, let's be fair. Some people do report sensitivity to large amounts of MSG, especially on an empty stomach. But we're talking doses way beyond normal cooking. Imagine pouring half a jar of salt on your fries. You'd feel weird too, and not because salt is inherently evil. The same goes for MSG. Overload anything and your body will protest. Drink 10 liters of water and you'll end up in the hospital. Does that mean water is dangerous? Not exactly. Now let's compare MSG with regular table salt. 1 gram of MSG contains about third the sodium of table salt. So, ironically, if you replace some salt with MSG, you might actually lower your sodium intake. Less salt, more flavor. Sounds like a win, unless you're really committed to suffering through bland chicken breasts for the rest of your life. But why do people cling so hard to the idea that MSG is harmful? Part of it is cultural. The whole Chinese restaurant syndrome had an undercurrent of racism, framing Asian food as suspicious and unhealthy, while ignoring that Italian pasta sauces and American fast food were loaded with glutamate too. Nobody accused Parmesan cheese of giving them migraines. Funny how stereotypes work. If the seasoning comes with chopsticks, suddenly it's poison. But science doesn't care about stereotypes. The FDA in the US, the World Health Organization, the United Nations Food Committee, all of them have declared MSG safe when consumed at normal levels. It's in chips, instant noodles, canned soups, and seasoning powders worldwide. If MSG were truly the evil mastermind of headaches, humanity would have collapsed into one giant migraine decades ago. Of course, the internet loves a good food scare. Detox teas, miracle diets, and avoid this one scary ingredient headlines get more clicks than boring truth. So MSG remains a boogeyman, lurking in ingredient lists like Voldemort of the pantry. People proudly announce no MSG on restaurant menus while still dousing their fries in ketchup loaded with natural glutamates. Irony has never tasted so sweet or savory. Here's another funny twist. Your body can't even tell the difference between natural glutamate and the stuff added as MSG. To your tongue, glutamate is glutamate. It's like accusing a twin of being evil just because they wore a different shirt. Your taste buds don't care where it came from, they just celebrate the umami party. Speaking of umami, that's the fifth basic taste, alongside sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. It's often described as savory deliciousness, the thing that makes mushroom soup taste comforting or steak feel rich. MSG is basically umami in powder form. Without it, food can taste flat, like life without memes. With it, flavors pop. That's why chefs and home cooks alike love it. It's not witchcraft, just chemistry playing nice with your taste buds. Now, before you sprint to the store and pour MSG over your cornflakes, let's add some common sense. Like any seasoning, moderation is key. You wouldn't eat spoonfuls of raw garlic or drown pasta in soy sauce without consequences. MSG is the same. Sprinkle, don't shovel. For most people, it's just a safe and tasty way to reduce salt and boost flavor. For the rare few who feel symptoms, it's wise to cut back. Simple as that. Now, let's bust one more myth. MSG is not addictive. You don't see people hiding in alleyways whispering, "Hey, man, got any MSG?" It enhances food, sure, but it's not going to turn you into a seasoning junkie. If you can resist potato chips after one handful, congratulations, your willpower is strong. If you can't, blame the crispy fried potato and the salt, not just the MSG. Think of MSG like caffeine. Some people drink coffee and feel jittering, others need 3 espressos just to function. It doesn't mean coffee is evil, just that bodies react differently. MSG is similar. Most people handle it fine, a few might not, and moderation keeps everyone happy. So the next time someone gasps at the sight of MSG, you can smile and say, "You know it's in cheese, right?" Or if you're feeling extra spicy, add, "and your grandma's tomato sauce." Watch their face do the math. It's priceless. To wrap this up, MSG is not the kitchen monster it's been painted to be. It's a misunderstood ingredient, demonized by rumor, cultural bias, and clickbait headlines. Science says it's safe, your tongue says it's delicious, and your stomach says, "Please pass the ramen." The real danger isn't MSG, it's believing everything you read on the internet without a sprinkle of skepticism. So, is MSG dangerous? Well, you'll have to check the full video to get the complete story and to decide whether that next slurp of noodle soup is guilt-free or guilt-full. And hey, if you enjoy busting myths like this, don't forget to hit like, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to Wiseuse for more food facts that are both funny and useful. Because knowledge, like MSG, makes life just a little more flavorful.